Hello, everybody. This is Hyatt from Jack and Hyatt, and I guess I'm just going to come on here, kind of just talk and ramble for a little bit. So, I don't really know what to talk about, I guess, because I promised that there would be two videos this week. So I guess here's the second video. It's just a little bit of a live commentary about just me talking, really. So, with that being said, I guess I could start off with talking about what the fuck happened in the past 2 weeks on why we haven't been able to upload anything at all regarding content. Kind of covered it a bit in less detail back in at the last video, or the last Get to Know Your Flag video about the Texas state flag. So what happened was I recorded a video about the Texas state flag. The video got corrupted on the first week, or the file for it got corrupted, and I couldn't do anything with it, so I had to delete it and get rid of it. So I got rid of it. The second video, however, I got it done. It was not corrupted or nothing, and I started uploading it. All week it was uploading until Friday, when it finally decided that YouTube just couldn't take it anymore and couldn't take trying to upload this video. It just couldn't do it. So it gave me a uploading corruption, I guess, and I had to delete the video off the channel, which was not really even on the channel technically. It got about 49% of the way done with uploading, and it cut off after that. So now I'm here with a community post and trying to keep it on weekly content as much as I possibly can. And yeah, it hasn't been too great for content. It's been kind of slow for me and Jack. It's been kind of dead. I haven't really had much to talk about, much to post, and I've been kind of waiting on Jack to be able to upload a video onto the main channel, but we just haven't had the time, nor the money, or the resources to really do anything, which will go into my next thing I want to talk about with the main channel. The main channel is that we just haven't had any time or resources or money to really sink into this. You know, I've been having a test that I have to do for work in order to even get my job, because I'm technically an intern, but yeah, there's a test I have to pass, and I have 3 tries on it. I have failed the first 2 tries, unfortunately. It's just a really dumb test. I don't know why I'm even taking it, but I am. So I'm just trying to get some job security right now. So that's part of the reason why for me content's been kind of slow on my end. It's been more than Jack, who has been doing a bunch of stuff lately. He's been going out and doing stuff. So, you know, even when he's had free time, it's like he's been doing a bunch of other crap besides, you know, paying attention to the channel, which is all right. Because we kind of said that, you know, or I kind of said that, made a community post on the main channel, that content would be kind of scarce and not really uploaded regularly. But on the second channel, I'm going to try to make it kind of a regular upload schedule, kind of, because it's just supposed to be a bunch of miscellaneous content that, you know, we have or don't have, and we don't want to put it on the main channel, so let's put it on the secondary channel, because we still want it, but we don't want to we don't want it on the main channel. So there's what's going on with that. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully we'll be able to do some main channel content. I'm currently kind of working on getting some more flags and patches of different, you know, flags and whatnot for different countries and states, so I can continue my Get to Know Your Flag series. And I will be covering controversial flag designs, mostly, or really, I'll be covering the less controversial of the controversial flag designs, the more innocent ones, rather, the ones that don't really deserve their controversy, but they're getting their controversy because people are stupid and trying to associate those flags with things that they should not be associated with. Political crap, I don't care about it, but the point of it is for educational purposes. I'm trying to get people aware of what's going on and all this stuff and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's kind of where my headspace is at the current moment. And I'm just a little demotivated to make content because there's nothing to really do as far as what we do, what we want to do for content. Because, you know, what we want to do is leatherworking. We want to do leatherworking. You know, we recorded this video where we were doing some leatherworking stuff. We were designing a boot, right? Specifically a boot that Jack came up with. And we're kind of talking about crap, and we never uploaded that video, thankfully. I don't want to... I think we should redo that video personally, but I'll have to talk to Jack about that. But in any case, so yeah, that video is just not going to be seen anytime soon. But Jack is currently working on another video for the channel, and hopefully we'll have more content a little more sooner, but who knows. We are trying to keep it somewhat active. We're more active on the Instagram and the Discord, shockingly. The Discord server is completely dead since we're brand new and there's like no audience, sadly. But that's just how the grind goes, I guess, right? In any case, so yeah, we kind of figured with the leatherworking stuff on the main channel that maybe boot design was not really the smartest idea to get into immediately, because he had a boot design and then I had a boot design. We both had boot designs that we wanted to make official concepts and actual boots. Now he came up with this boot that's kind of like a mixture between a Western and a mock toe, or not mock toe, a Western and like a moccasin boot of sorts. I don't know how to describe it really. You're just gonna have to hear his idea from him. And there's my idea, which is like combining a combat boot with a work boot, a very specific combat boot. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want somebody else to steal my idea. But kind of like combining like a Western work boot with a specific style of combat boot for specific weather conditions, for people who tend to work in these conditions more often, people who tend to work outside a lot more often. So, you know, blue collar guys. Something definitely to wear during the summer, during the wet seasons, and not during the dry, cold seasons or even dry, hot seasons. I mean, you could wear it there, I suppose, if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it, probably. But in any case, I'm still working on that design. That design is not going to come around anytime soon, so, yeah, don't look forward to seeing that, you know, soon at all. It's not going to become a reality for a while. But in any case, yeah, that's really all I have to talk about. I wish this video could be longer, but there's not really much that I can or really have to talk about unless you want to sit there and listen to me talk about the fact I have I have my own little channel, my own little personal channel where I make music. So if you want to go listen to my horrendously poorly made music, you can go do that. Me and Jack are thinking about starting up a band. I'm currently waiting on Jack to get drums because he's a drummer. I'm a guitarist and a vocalist, so, you know, just hopes that it works out, right? We're not too worried about going anywhere with that part, though. We're just doing that part for fun. We're not going to focus on that as much as we will focus on this. So don't worry if you are actually interested in this content. Don't worry about that taken away from this, you know. That stuff taken away from this main stuff. In any case, yeah, we're just financially kind of fucked in the ass right now. That's what's going on, and that's kind of putting us at a halt. So, that unfortunately, with my lifestyle and with Jack's financial problems, and also partially my financial problems and job security, it's a little hard to make the content that we want to make and the content that we should be making. And really I only really have, or actually, I guess we both have really one style of content that we can really do. And even at that, it's like, that's not what we want to do. That's not the point of this channel. I mean, you're gonna see, the gameplay in the background of the voiceover for all this, but yeah, we don't we don't want to do gameplay stuff. You know, we don't want to do live gameplay or whatever the fuck. We don't want to do that. We want to do our boots. We want to do our leatherworking, our flags, our history, our podcast. You know that's what we want to do. We don't want to do any gaming stuff unless it's like we're live streaming, I guess, if we ever get to that point. But even at that, we can't even do that part. We can't do the live streaming part because we don't really have the equipment to do that with, and that costs money, and we don't really have money. So we're trying to save money to do the main channel stuff, the main thing that we want to do, and then be able to actually live out our lives. Long story short, it's a bunch of complicated crap, and man, I will say this is a lot easier to do than doing what we do for a living outside of this stuff. Something that Jack's been kind of distracted with a lot lately, and I've been mostly distracted with my own stuff, mostly. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I really have to talk about. Again, wish there could be more to talk about, but that's about it. In any case, I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for giving us a live day and checking out our stuff. It's really great that we even have anybody who gives the slightest amount of a shit about our useless ass pointless content. But yeah, just have a great day.